JREG is a guy on the internet. JREG is a dreg on the internet. I don't know anything about JREG, 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 dreg, whatever, other than everybody on Earth was fucking stunned, surprised, shocked, and alarmed, weirded out even, to see that he had volunteered with the Jamal Bowman Progressive Victory door knocking campaign in New York, which was the one I was like, this is doomed and also sort of pointless. Because first off, like, not really the place, not a great place to expend energy. I guess maybe if you're trying to get a progressive to win over the, whatever the other dude, it is what it is. But there's a lot of effort wasted and it didn't really work out in the end. I made jokes about it. Vosh should not have gone. Vosh should not leave his house. Vosh is fucking cringe, as we all know. Vosh cringe. Vosh bad. Many people are saying, look, many people are saying this. They say this Vosh bad. Vosh very bad. He came to New York City. Everybody knew immediately. They said this guy is weird. He's very strange. He's a very strange guy. Little kids and horses. It's very weird. Very weird. The people up there, they're Yonkers people. They're not the best. I'm not a big fan of Yonkers. Yonkers people are weird. They are upstaters. Not my kind of people. But even they said, Vosh bad. Vosh weird. And he went to it, and everyone was like, I was personally like, that's probably not the best idea. What with all the credible nonce allegations. You know what I mean? Like the fact that he's fucking weird. And then, of course, Vosh showed up. And Vosh, from any angle aside from, I guess, the one that he has for his fucking live stream camera, he is a fucking tangle of weird shapes and pudgy pale flesh and badly discolored fucking clothing. Not discolored clothing, just badly matched clothing. He showed up looking like a fucking Rhodesian bushfighter, but not one of the ones that does any of the fighting. One of the ones that LARPs about it in like Chicago circa the 1970s. And I thought the whole thing was kind of embarrassing and very strange. And it turned into a massive cope session, I guess, because people expended like their personal heart of effort. They expended on it. So they were like, oh shit, I've been fucked out of this. I'm fucked. I'm screwed. We thought we would win, and Jamal Bowman was also cringe and lost, and so they started blaming the Jew money. It was like, oh, it's the 17 gorillion Jew dollars that were spent on this election. All of this Jew money made the election impossible to win for us goys, us goyim, us non-Jews. They just stole the election from us with their Jew money. Was the rhetoric. I'm sorry, I'm not saying it the way that's nice sounding. I don't say AIPAC. I'm just saying what actually, if we get to the heart of it, Jews bought this election. And I was the only person, I swear to God, on the left saying this that I know of. Maybe other people did as well. And it's not necessarily a knock to Progressive Victory. I small scale, medium scale, whatever, canvassing operations and political stuff, getting out there and touching grass is good. The planning of Progressive Victory has left things to be desired. When DGG showing up does better than any other takers is not necessarily like the best look. All right. And Vosh's connection to this thing is absolutely psychotic. It's also clear that they really are not thinking things through, because apparently JREG, as we'll see in the video, is fucking Canadian. He's a fucking Canadian. So he shouldn't be door knocking in America at all, because it is, as he says, foreign election interference. I don't know if it is criminal, but I will say the worst person to try to get to come to your town and door knock for you is someone that's not only not from your city or state, but also your country, and not really just thinking your way through that. I really don't know what Progressive Victory was on regarding this, but we're going to watch this video, see what's going on, and I'm excited to see what's going on here. I pre-watched this. I don't know why I'm saying I'm excited. I want to see your guys' reaction is what I'm excited about. I pre-watched this. I thought it was fucking funny as shit, and I'm happy about it.
I don't know, appealing towards people's better sensibilities. Past the point, like, doing a bit of a ruckus. It's kind of easy.
I went to New York as a Canadian to do foreign election interference.
JREG is trying to look more unsettling and disheveled than Vosh. He's not succeeding. Vosh is just, this is everything about his posture and his is bad. He is a guy that's clearly never worked or like done anything with his body in his entire fucking life. Like, it's crazy that I've never seen Vosh active before, but he has a body that could have just never existed. Like, he's basically a brain in a jar attached to a poorly constructed flesh suit. It is unsettling how ungainly he is. People don't like it when I talk about this shit. Like, Tyler, you're being ableist. I'm like, I think he's fucking able of fixing that. He seems like completely healthily bodied. But him spending money on clothes is the biggest waste of money ever. He just needs to buy a fucking treadmill and or just walk outside a little bit, because he is built like the leftover parts of some other creature were shaken together in a cursed blender, like so many fucking Yahtzee dice, and this misroll of a human being fell out. I've never seen somebody actually exist at one body point. Do you know what I mean? Like, he rolled a special with like almost all zeros. 10 in luck. 10 luck. Special. 1 S. 1 E. 2 P. 1 I.
I don't know, appealing towards people's better sensibilities. Past the point,
Like a 5. 5 or a 6 C.
Doing a bit of a ruckus. It's kind of easy.
I went to
Trying to look weird. So much presence. Such an awareness of like his body language on camera. And I wonder if he feels robbed, because he's trying to look bizarre and weird and couldn't fucking hit it. He can't hit that note because he's hanging out with the Progressive Victory crew, who are somehow the scraggliest, most ill put together people like out there, at least the ones for this fucking the immediate VGG orbiters or whatever. It's so fucking fun. He's trying to do serial killer. He looks like a Hollywood serial killer. Like, he's like it's not happening, because he's just like clearly putting on an act, because there's no straight man to play off of. Him being a Hollywood-style serial killer expressing type in the back still puts him 4 levels of not that weird higher than the average fucking internet celebrity that showed up to Progressive Victory. We're 8 seconds in, and I was dying. I was watching this. I kept fucking. I've actually probably watched this 4 times, because I've scrubbed back and forth so many times. I just had to keep. I let myself die in real life. I let myself die in fucking Shadow, not Shadow of the Erd Tree, but the old Elden Ring. I'm still playing to get to the DLC. I let myself die because I was so shocked during a boss fight when he was talking in this, and I can't believe how stupid the fucking Progressive Victory people were for not screening all of the people that showed up. I was so shocked. I went back, but I am still like visually seeing it kind of for the first time again. And it's just amazing. It's just fucking incredible. It's fucking incredible how hard he's trying to seem unsettling and off-putting, but it's clearly an act, and everyone else has him fucking dead to rights.
New York as a Canadian to do foreign election interference with a bunch of far left.
Nobody at the fucking canvassing event was this well put together. None of them dress this normally on screen. He shaved. He's a fucking clean-cut guy with a jawline. Even his fit is fucking stunning on fucking Vosh over here. The fucking whatever this creepy Uncle Maxing.
Leftists to defeat Israel, and no part of that sentence is a joke. This was all part of my plan to defeat Zog. Zog, for the purposes of this video, is this dragon from TVO. Apparently, that's what happens when you search Zog on YouTube, so that's what I'm referring to.
Watch out, that
Bowman
flavor
was the
ain't
far
fit.
left candidate that I became aware of due to his
Oh my god. Zog means Zion operated government. I'm gonna take a stab in the dark here, and I'm just gonna guess that JREG might be Jewish. I have no proof for that, but he's very comfortable. He's either Jewish or he does not give a fuck. He's just throwing out the Zog there, but just kind of having an awareness of that, or he might be deep internet. I don't really know JREG's content. This is the first JREG video I ever watched. I didn't know how to say his name. This is fucking hilarious. That he arrived at the same conclusion I did kind of before he even went to this is fucking hilarious. Because he did more research on the Progressive Victory crew than they did on him, which is just killer to me. It's just killer.
Anti-Israel sentiment is very popular on the left, especially the far left, but it's also starting to become prominent with the far right. People who are anti-Israel for reasons that aren't necessarily why the left-wingers are anti-Israel, although they're
Fuentes down here. God bless Ireland, Spain, and Norway for recognizing Palestinian statehood today. Stop the genocide.
There is some parallel. Politically, I'm an anti-centrist, which means I think we should destroy the status quo, and that's why I'm supporting Jamal.
I like to hear it.
Far left.
This is, I'm like 89% sure. Somebody correct me. I'm pretty sure this is Matt Binder, who is like one of the Majority Report B squatters, right? Scruffy fella.
Versus centrist. Smelly, stinky, dirty centrist.
I like to hear it.
So I started looking more into Jamal Bowman, and I was liking what I was seeing. I mean, he pulled a fire alarm to get out of voting. That was incredibly base. He was subscribed to all these different crazy conspiracy theories. He was into UFOs. He wrote poetry about 9/11. Here's a sample. Allegedly, 2 other planes, the Pentagon, Pennsylvania, hijacked by terrorists. Minimal damage done. Minimal debris found. That's the poem. We blamed Osama, went to war in Iraq, captured Saddam, killed him. Bin Laden is Afghan, so we went to war there too. Basically what I'm saying here is that he was
Look, people want to say that it was the Jew money that lost Bowman the election, but what if he was just cringe? Does no one else see it? God damn. Real drag heads know he's Basque. Oh, that's based. I don't know what to respond. Bin Laden is Afghan, yeah. This is probably actually from the 2000s, so he might not know. At the time, I don't know. I don't know where this poem comes from, but somebody just writing 9/11 poetry is such a 2000s thing to do, and such a 2010s, 2020s thing to cringe at. It's pretty fucking wild.
He was our guy. This is clearly our guy. AIPAC, a Zionist organization, poured tens of millions of dollars into his opponent.
No, apparently it's a poem. The way that he has that set out is yeah. Hold on. Let's see. Jamal Bowman poem. Let's just double check. Jamal Bowman's very bad poetry. He was writing this at 35, so he's like 2-ish years younger than me. This is from The Atlantic by Graham Wood in January of this year. The critic Harold Bloom once declared that former President Jimmy Carter, the author of a book of verse titled Always a Reckoning, was literally the worst poet in the United States. Bloom wisely died in 2019, thereby avoiding having to read the poetry of another politician, Representative Jamal Bowman of New York, a member of the Squad. Let's see. It published a composition. Okay, so he apparently kept a blog in the 2010s. Jesus fucking Christ. Before his election to Congress in 2020, the Daily Beast recently discovered it, and published a composition in free verse, which at times seems to endorse nutty conspiracy theories. So, what? Jamal Bowman says he regrets these. Where I want link me, you fucking pussies. I want to read it myself. God damn it, I hate the Daily Beast. The Daily Beast is like, I'm linking to an article. They're not linking to an article. They're actually just linking to their own fucking search algorithm. Prick fucks. So yeah, it's the same thing. 2001, planes used as missiles target the Twin Towers. Later in the day, Building 7 also collapsed. Multiple explosions heard before and during the collapse. Allegedly, 2 other planes, the Pentagon, Pennsylvania, hijacked by terrorists. Minimal damage done. Minimal debris found. It might just be... I don't even know if it's like a free verse poem. It sounds more like he's just fucking Peterson posting. We blamed Osama, went to war in Iraq, captured Saddam, killed him. Bin Laden is Afghan, so we went to war there too. These are fucking awesome. Watch Loose Change and Zeitgeist. He exhorts. Loose Change is a vile documentary which has become an international laughingstock for positing that the U.S. government carried out the September 11th attacks based on a range of debunked and nonsensical assertions. Zeitgeist, similarly a product of the message board and chain email margins. By the way, this is the Daily Beast now instead of the Atlantic. Is a 2007 film that goes beyond preposterous fantasies about the 2001 hijackings. It argues that a ring of globalist bankers controls the Federal Reserve. Globalist. It's a goddamn globalist. Understand. Look at me. Tell me. What's going on right now in Palestine is ridiculous, all right? There's somebody, I'm not going to say exactly who they are, but it's a globalist. They are getting together, all right? And they are the reason that America has come back. Come down, okay? It was an inside job. I'm saying it right now. It was a goddamn inside job. These devils, these demons, these globalists are trying to destroy us. Awesome. Oh, hey. And both productions enjoyed the backing of arch conspiracy hawker Alex Jones. He served as executive producer of the final cut of Loose Change and declared he agrees with 90% of Zeitgeist, further claiming that the movie drew from his own work. Okay, cool. So actually, I'm completely on the money there. I wasn't being excessive at all. So he's sharing Alex Jones one step away from the they-thems. The they-thems, gotcha. In his statement Monday, Bowman said, I don't believe anything that these cranks have said, and my life's work has proven that. As a congressman, I've written a congressional resolution condemning a dangerous conspiracy theory. I've stood up to MAGA extremists, and I've called out the endless bullshit of the far right. He added he has learned how misinformation spreads since the time of the blog post, and I regret posting anything about any of these people. Anyone who looks at my work today knows where I stand. He didn't carry it on, but that is pretty funny. It's pretty funny that he said that. I guess he probably turned his back on it. Hopefully for more than just political reasons, but it would be it would be crushingly fucking funny to find out that Jamal Bowman was like a 9/11 truther still. Usually that doesn't leave you. People just he might be hiding his power level. Jamal Bowman was out there hiding his power level. That's why he didn't get any support from the other people in Congress. He fucking get people aside like, listen, Pelosi, I know about it. He fucking cornered Pelosi, asking her about where's the Jew money going.
That's what we call a Zog. So basically, the dragon poured a lot of money into his opponent.
Jamal Bowman's position on Israel and Palestine is a huge draw for why you decided to get involved here. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, I think that they're a force for the status quo in many ways, which are bad, and I don't like that. I think that the way things are need to change, and their influence should be stopped.
Right. So what about Jamal Bowman?
Mm-hmm.
What part of that does he give for?
Well, he's one of the few people who is willing to take a stance on that, and you can see that he's been canvassed incredibly hard against by a lot of money coming from somewhere. So Zog was clearly afraid of Jamal Bowman's anti-honky, anti-Zog stance. To be clear, these are stances that I schizophrenically projected upon Jamal Bowman. I don't
He's fucking.
I don't actually know if he believes any. I didn't do any research about him before I went to Canvas 4.
Jamal Bowman for a crackerless America. Tough on Zog, tougher on crime.
Of Jamal Bowman's anti-honky, anti-Zog stance. To be clear, these are stances that I schizophrenically projected upon Jamal Bowman. I don't actually know if he believes any. I didn't do any research about him before I went to Canvas 4. Rogan drew this picture
Which
of
is
him.
fucking awesome. Like, PV is cooked over this. And it's not because of, like, JREG. It's just because they didn't do their due diligence. It's just, I've already been saying that they're not clearly thinking any further than the overall media reach of the people that they're involving, right? They're not requiring anything of the people that show up. Internet no-names are showing up. The nominal Naomi person has their fucking tits out the entire goddamn time. It's very gross and distracting. I don't want to see that. It's particularly like relative to like politics and stuff. I hope that they're not fucking canvassing like that. And they have JREG here who is Canadian, doesn't know the fucking person that they're canvassing for at all, obviously is a hostile to the entire premise of it, and is literally making a fucking piss take joke out of it, and they're just completely unfucking prepared for this. The thing is if JREG can do this, anybody can. Like, if you can get Sacha Baron Cohen this fucking easily by somebody who isn't even going undercover. It's just literally somebody whose apparently entire internet history is just doing shit like this. You're gonna get fucking blitzed. And you also just should have enough presence of mind to know that you shouldn't have people from Canada being mainstays for trying to do political change in America. That it's just literally as bad of a look as bad looks go. Kind of. Especially when lefties are very often considered to be like infiltratey and anti-working class and anti-fucking American, to have like, you just like, well, I thought he was lefty and he's a Canadian, but I thought he was lefty, so we just brought him on, is like such a bad, it's such a bad fuck up. It's insane.
And I that was good enough for me. So Jamal was way, way behind in this race due to the Israeli money and no other reasons. If a politician that I like ever loses, it's because of Israel and nothing else. But what did give me pause was the many accusations of anti-Semitism against Jamal Bowman. I mean, as an anti-Semitic Zionist, I was thinking, is this guy anti-Semitic enough?
What's the most recent like political video that you put up there?
I did a video about how anti-Zionism is not anti-Semitism. And I did it.
We're back to this again, and I still don't understand the purpose of this hideous fucking set. What? I know this is the JREG thing, but we didn't really. I think I forgot to cover the speeches when the progressive victory thing happened, and we kind of moved on from it. But I just like looking back right now as just a person that makes stuff. What is being conveyed by this camera angle? Right? We have two people in conversation. I'm taking these off. I'm a little hot. We have two people in conversation, right? We have two people in conversation. They are being shot from their fucking ankles up, which is weird. If you guys don't understand how to shoot people, if you guys don't understand how to take photographs of people or to photograph them, you have to basically sort of amputate their bodies at sensible spots that convey the body language, all of it for that area. So feet do convey body language, right? And leg position does to a degree, but you don't want to cut people off at like the thigh because it's too weird. Your brain wants to see where people's feet are at that point, so you move up to the waist, right? And then if you're going to go any higher than the waist, you know what I mean? You want to really kind of be all the way up to the mid chest so that when people's arms fall below the plane of the camera, people aren't trying to see like their hands, because you don't want people's hands and stuff to get like cut off. And it's usually fine to shoot people from the waist up if they're doing stuff like holding mics, because then people can look at their mics. And if their hands are just hanging down off screen, your brain will go like, this is weird. And then from like right around mid chest, you want to go all the way up to upper shoulders, neck, talking head, like I am, so that it's more focused. This camera angle should be here, right? So that you can see the people talking. But for some reason, somebody put together the ugliest fucking garish, hideous fuck set I've ever seen and was like, I need this. We desperately need this whole fucking thing in frame. They might be shooting, if they're shooting off of a fucking GoPro on a tripod, I hate you. I hate you so bad. If you are the fucking AV person and you were shooting this with a fucking GoPro off a tripod, I personally fucking hate you. Like a real talk. You disgust me. Also move the GoPro closer. Because this is just, it's wasted. This TV is behind him, so I can't even see it. We have the leg of the fucking backlight. I think this is the back flood that's highlighting whatever the shit this is. I think this is a seam between multiple different back sets. We have a TV here with wires. Maybe that's like a neon inside of it. Fun fact, neon looks like shit. Neon looks like shit. Understand this. Neon and faux neon look like shit in all cameras. Just in general, unless you specifically know how to light and shoot neon, keep it out. Keep it out. People won't be able to see it. It'll look like maybe it's glowing. If you don't have a full frame camera and you don't know how to light a set, ignore neon. You'll see it. You'll be like, oh, wow, that looks fucking good. The second you turn on the fucking camera, it will be lost. If you have neon, which I'm guessing that is what these are supposed to be, and then you have a fucking garish as shit. What the fuck colors these are? We're going from like magenta and yellow, just the two most wonderful colors to look at with the human eye in a backdrop that's on organic or non-organic buildings, to blue, to actual normal sky colors, back to this maroon. This might actually be a very pretty painting in real life, but unfortunately, there's two gangly fucking pale motherfuckers in front of it, and their flesh tones are what I'm focused on, because as a human, my eyes are drawn to human beings. The fuck it, your color grading is fucked. Absolute ass fucked because of this. This is what happens when you let a bunch of fucking shut-ins with Tinder accounts start fucking bylighting everything in their backdrops, and then you're like, this is the color scheme I'm gonna go for the rest of my fucking life. The white balance is psychotic. These guys are fucking orange right now. Orangey orange. JREG turns multiple different colors all down his body, as does Binder, because the lighting is uneven and clearly brighter from some northern source coming down here. I think this is actually a spotlight that's still directional and completely undiffused, hitting them in their knees, but not their faces, which is great, because what we really need to see illuminated is their legs and JREG's fucking high socks. Okay, so this is a great job. It was a great job. We also, for some reason, have 4-inch dryer tube. We have 4-inch dryer hose over here. I don't know. If you didn't know what that was, welcome to the working class. This is expandable 4-inch aluminum dryer hose to let your dryer vent outside. I am deeply familiar with this. Might also be internal vent. Oh yeah. It's uninsulated internal ventilation. Sure. It's just horrible. Everything about this angle is fucking awful. He's almost cut off. And then the fucking funniest part about it is that they're in these fucking folding chairs. Like, it just drives me nuts. Absolutely fucking bonkers. I forgot I have to have this on. it also is. I think Killjoy's already saying it. Apparently, the nominee person wore a skirt to this. So the other reason to shoot people from the chest up is if there's women in general that are going to be on your set. First off, most people's legs are not attractive to look at. They're just not. It's like hairy dude legs. People are very self-conscious about their dick and balls in their butts, right? And ladies wear skirts. So generally people actually don't really like having their legs photographed, which is why you see most newscasters being shot at least from the waist up at a desk, because then a woman can wear a skirt. She sits at a desk. You can't see up her skirt. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. There's like literally 100 years of cinematography knowledge out there at just literally at your fingertips, and you can just access it. And this is just absolutely a mistake. Absolutely a fucking mistake.
The perspective of an anti-Semitic Zionist.
I like that a lot, actually, because it's a funny concept.
Yeah, go to Israel.
Right.
Leave.
Right.
But if he really was anti-Semitic, then explain this: Jews for Jamal with 80 followers. Yeah, this guy's clearly fine. I also saw this tweet from AOC, basically saying the exact same thing Nick Fuentes was saying about Jamal Bowman. And I was like, okay, I have to do this now. This graph that they're both talking about and agreeing is bad shows the amount of Israeli money pouring into this election. And foreign election interference is terrible. That's why I, as a Canadian, went and did foreign election interference.
There's all kinds of people who think that that there's bad things happening there. And, if those people can all agree that there's bad things happening there, maybe we can, talk about it and push things forward.
Right.
In that way, yeah.
And guess what? AOC and Nick Fuentes teamed up and actually destroyed the center. No, just kidding. That this exchange happened, but that was pretty funny too. Also, he's jacked. Look at him. Look, he's jacked. He can bench like 400 pounds.
Hey, yo. Bowman. Holy shit, bro. Was Bowman just rolling 405? Okay. I didn't know you fucked around like that, homie. That's fucking... Okay. Very cool. Very cool. God damn. Did Bowman just fucking throw 405 for reps? What a king. That's actually pretty fucking intense.
There was enough crazy going on that I...
God damn. JREG doesn't give a shit. That actually is impressive.
was down. So that's what I was going into this with. Jamal Bowman for a crackerless America. Tough on Zog, tough on crime.
I had to rewind this like 8 times. That's a great caricature. That's like a perfect fucking caricature.
I don't actually think he would be tough on crime, though. I don't know. I didn't do any
I
also went because my mentor, JJ, told me to go, as well as my other mentor, Joshua Citarella. They both told me I should go. They said it would be good for me to learn about how politics actually works instead of schizophrenically positing in my green room. I like to imagine I'm just like insane in here, just bouncing around. I will go anywhere if I am flown out and put up. You can quote me on that. You fly me out and put me up, I'll do anything. I don't care.
Honestly, I'll do anything. If someone asks me, I'm high and agreeable.
I also don't know if it was illegal because it was foreign election interference, but I did get away with it.
You are Canadian.
I am Canadian. I'm doing foreign election interference.
Foreign election interference.
So obviously, this little dragon over here has been meddling in our election.
Bender is supposed to be... I'm pretty sure that's Matt Bender. Let me just double quadruple check. Matt Bender. People, oh, damn, dude. Matt, you're fucking nobody. You don't show up at all. Welcome. That was horrible. Yeah, that is Matt Bender. Okay. Just a good classic, absolutely fucking disheveled individual. He's like a Majority Report guy. He's supposed to be, I don't know if he's actually on it, or if he's just like a constant caller in, type deal. But he's just like supposed to be probably the most put together of all of them in my mind because of his proximity to like serious news. And he's just getting obliterated in that interview. Just obliterated. Because he's being way too fucking accommodating of, I guess, of a bigger creator or something. He should be grilling. I'm like, oh wait, you're fucking with me. Like, it's okay to say. By the way, you can slow an interview down as long as it's not live, and even if it is, you can try to find a way around this and say, are you fucking with me? You can say, like, is it okay? You're fucking with me. You're fucking with me, right? Are you fucking with me? And then you can change the vibe of things. All right, because I'm pretty sure JREG looks like he's kind of on the verge of cracking the fuck up this entire time, and getting caught would probably be as fun for him as anything else. I think he, as we watch more into this, I do get the vibe that he's like, wow, it's actually kind of weird that you guys haven't slowed me down at all. what with all the legitimate anti-Semitic conspiracizing that I'm doing. I'm an anti-Semitic Zionist. Those are real people. Anti-Semitic Zionists are real people. That is not like he made it up for this, even if maybe he thinks he did. That's a real position. That before Palestine, that actually used to be the pretty standard position of a lot of more far right individuals. Like, I like fucking Palestine because they kill brown, or I like fucking Israel because they kill a shitload of brown people, then they kill brown people for us. They are Jews, so I hope they also die. But like in a general sense, yeah, anti-Semitic Zionist. He's fucking like running that out. Everyone's like, hey, all right. There is too much Jew money in this election. Okay.
Elections for way too long. And by our, I do mean America.
Watch the full interview.
I'm not American.
Foreign election interference.
Okay, Binder is in on the joke. Okay, good. He better be.
That's what I was here for. But you know who shouldn't do foreign interference?
Binder pushed back on Majority Report anti-Ukraine stuff. Remember? I do not remember. Unfortunately, I know that Matt Binder is on the Majority Report. He is just one of the less interesting individuals on it. With all due respect, he just does not have a delivery that particularly entices me. And I've been watching less Majority Report overall. Is like Emma's gotten increasingly more fucking weepy and excitable about goddamn IP, because she was my favorite part of watching it. And I was like, all right, come on, it's too much at this point. Get back to fucking election coverage. Every 5 fucking seconds, you got to go back to your goddamn bugbear issues. There's other things happening in the world. No, there's not. No, there's not. No, there's not. No, there's not. All right. You know. But yeah, I haven't been watching as much Majority Report, kind of because of that. It's actually pretty disappointing. You can be as upset about it as you want, but if you just keep talking about the same shit every goddamn day for fucking a year, I know it's important to you. It might not be important to other people, and I'll just stop paying attention. I just like, I don't want to hear you say the thing I already know you're going to say again for an hour. I don't need it. I'm not the clapping sea lion. I don't give a fuck. And he's just not as interesting either. But if he did the pushback, very cool.
Election interference. Israel. Okay.
You can just say APAC.
No. That's not what I said.
No. Yeah, I guess you're going to own it.
We all know what we're talking about here, huh?
Certain groups of people. Israel.
And I made some posts to gather up some support for Jamal. I gathered around 15 to 30 people were interested, maybe like 10 of them actually came. Jamal had been denounced by the status quo elites for being too far left, so I obviously went wearing a Hillary Clinton hat, who explicitly denounced
Look, I'm looking at your hat. I noticed for the first time it's a Hillary Clinton hat. We have a crossover voter here who, if he could vote, you know, he's a Hillary Clinton supporter.
Oh, I've got some fraud plans.
Right, there you go.
I'm voting for Hillary.
Oh, well, there we go. Writing in Hillary.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
I'm still with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This tweet that I made was very clearly implying horseshoe theory purposes because Fuentes was in it, but then Progressive Victory retweeted it, so that's an anti-centrist W in my opinion. So I got there.
We didn't introduce ourselves.
Ah.
I don't need to, but because it's my stream. I mean, not because I'm self-centered. Yeah.
He's a man of the people, okay? What you need to understand, he's a man of the people. He's a very, very good public speaker. He's a man of the people. Oh my God. People are like, he's in a fortress arc, because what you don't understand is people are trying to destroy him. I don't know if you understand this about my dad, Vosh, but people are clout sharks, and they're not serious when they try to debate him. He is a charismatic master of the English language. I don't know if you know this about Vosh, but he is a master debater. I know the joke because it's like masturbator, which he does to the lollipop. Yeah. But most of the people that talk to him are not serious. They are clout sharks, and he could get back in the game. He's never been humbled in a debate. I don't know if you understand this, but Vosh has never been humbled in a debate. He's a master of this motherfucker's got anti-Riz like crazy. I bet he introduces himself on Tinder dates with just, when are we gonna have sex? I'm just kidding. Please have a seat. He goes to a table. He's like, I'm going to get my own chair. He's like, oh, it's time to break the ice in the middle of the debate. Just fucking farts in the middle of a fucking date. The person's like, was that you? He goes, I'm just clearing the air. Dude, we really got fucking gaslit. We really got gaslit by the fucking internet, didn't we? That this was the best guy. Look at this. Look at what is this fucking... He's got Curb Your Enthusiasm ass fucking... It's not a boner! It's not an erection! It's just a fold in my jeans! It's just a fold in my jeans! Fucking... Bam, 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 bam. Everything about Fosh going outside. Motherfucker says 2 words and you just hear the boom, bam, 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 bam. This dude's thigh to a fucking calf ratio is ridiculous. That is a built like a goddamn Kermit the Frog in Rhodesia attire ass fucking body, bro.
Because it's my stream.
People are like, why do you keep hammering on? You don't hammer on people's physical appearance. Motherfuckers keep trying to tell me that Vosh is hot, and y'all fucked up. Vosh Glazers keep trying to... They're like, I don't know if you understand this. Vosh got pretty far in his career because he's a very attractive white person. I'm like, what in the fuck is wrong with you? What in the fuck is wrong with you? If you're like, oh man, every time I see Vosh, bro, I don't know. He motherfucker just steals my heart away. Like, are you okay? How many times have you been stabbed in the eye with railroad spikes, bro? Are you one of those fucking dudes from the goddamn Mistborn series with big old fucking nails through your goddamn head? Vosh is hot. Are you... Look at this motherfucker. Oh, why don't you come sit on your uncle's lap, young lady? Make sure to give your uncle a kiss. Ass fucking fit, motherfucker. You goddamn mind. Somebody commented today, and they asked for it. They said, Tyler's over here. I thought your comment about Vosh's hair being too dry was weird, and you should look at your own hair. I'm like, when my hair gets dry, it's because you got covered in fucking... right now it's dry as shit because it got covered in drywall dust, and I forgot to put cocoa butter in it, which I do if I'm trying to actually look fucking good. My man's over here like thinking he's fucking like he's fucking salt and pepper, bro. He's the spice of life, man. Just fuck absolute bag of ass fucking motherfucker looks like a goddamn... He looks like a fucking see-through plastic bag over a gallon of milk ass fit. You know what I mean? It's a fucking... You ever had like you bring home your fucking gallon of milk on a hot ass day and the fucking gallon of milk sweating the bag to it? That's Vosh's entire fucking fit. Y'all trying to get out here gaslight me. He's a good looking white person. Shut the fuck. I go outside, homie. I got the fucking internet. I know what a good looking man looks like. You are out of your goddamn mind. People trying to fucking gaslight me with this shit. He's famous because he said the N-word at the right time. He fucking talked to fucking Destiny about killing landlords and shit. That's why he's fucking famous. Out of your goddamn mind. He's a very attractive man. Bro, you got to be the most wasp-coded motherfucker in the history of man. You got to be straight. That's a conquered fucking New Hampshire ass fucking New England ass fucking outlook. wasp shit. I don't know. I think I would fuck my weird uncle. I like him. I think he's a good looking guy. Fucking what? God, bro. Tyler's really into the railroad spikes to the eyes lately. I can't get the fight. It's the one image from fucking Mistborn. If you guys don't know, Mistborn is a movie, is a book from Brandon Sanderson. I listened to it. I reviewed it last week. One of the main types of bad guys, monsters, has railroad spikes literally through their eyes, and the points come out of the back of their heads. They got spikes all through them. But that's just a thing. It's a thing in Mistborn, and now it's in my fucking head.
Not because I'm self-centered.
I'm JREG. Hi.
Where can we find you?
JREG.
Look,
We
Mog.
did some door knocking. We did some canvas.
He looks like a cameraman that dies in a movie where they raid an ancient tomb. That's true. Habsburg acid traction. Vosh's beard makes me neigh like crazy. Horse Stallionson. I always said Vosh is a bear. Vosh is a bear like in that movie Grizzly Man where they had the one bear that's like fucking scrawny as shit that kills Grizzly Man. Fucking dies at the end. The bear can't eat the fish.
We did some live.
He's dressed up to observe sub-Saharans. My man is just shoot out like if I went to somebody, if I went to like an African person from Africa, I don't know if you guys all know about this shit over there. I assume you're maybe up to date on fucking comical Western racism. But if I was to tell somebody from Africa, I was like, this guy has opinions on how impoverished sub-Saharans are. I wonder if they would be like, yeah. As a matter of fact, can I get an opinion? If you had to guess, just any person, all of Africa, the whole continent, continental Africa, ask everybody, South Africans, fucking Libyans, Egyptians, everyone, Tyler, name every fucking continent or every fucking country. I can't do it. I'm too stupid. So like, hey, where do you think this guy falls on the Rhodesia Zimbabwe issue? Okay.
Hi.
Where can we find you?
JREG.
We did some
No
door knocking. We did some
fucking
canvassing.
bands. It's so
We did
sad.
some live streaming, some videos, as you know, influencers gathering together tend to do.
Would you date a conservative?
Yes.
Why?
Well, it depends how hot they are.
No, that sounds like a bad idea.
Rough question for me because I don't date because I'm married. Would I date a conservative? Yeah, I guess.
If they're hot, you would date them and take them seriously.
Yes, like colorblind, but for politics.
What if they keep like debating?
Why did Progressive Victory get together and like the way that they tried to spread their message for this one? Because this, as I recall, at DGG's meetup at Cincinnati, which I went to because I'm from fucking Cincinnati and I'm interested in all of the races around. Like Cincinnati politics directly affect Louisville and Lexington. It's all hyper interconnected. Motherfuckers from Louisville literally run on a platform of, we gotta stop Cincinnati from stealing our jobs. I'm not even fucking kidding. And our smart people, what could we do? So like it's regional for me. Cincinnati's the biggest city local to both the places I've lived. Like and people commute back and forth from Lexington to Cincinnati to the Lexington suburb areas along 71, 75, depending on whether or not you're going to Louisville too. So like I'm like, fuck, it's nearby, I'm gonna go to it. But I went to that, all I can remember from it, and people were lighting it up because Destiny proximity, of course. But they just did a bunch of interviews, really is what it was. They had people talk and like kind of answer questions. I think Burns was there. Dylan Burns is an amoral, bankrupt man. Dylan Burns was there. The one guy from Tim Pool was there. The one that looks like he's a youth pastor. You know, the youth pastor that doesn't touch any of the kids, thank God, but is like, oh, I can't believe it happened. Not my kids. That guy showed up for like the righty thing, but also like DGG is just much more spread out talking point wise, you know, but they just did a bunch of interviews and some mild debates and stuff. But like, it's kind of weird that the Vosh version, the VGG version of this, try to do like Jubilee style content. I don't understand what the point of that is. I don't know if it's like a New Yorkers are cool type thing, and I guess Midwesterners are just interested in people talking about the issues. But it's just so weird that everybody went to New York, and a bunch of these people are not from New York, except for I think Matt Binder's probably from there because he's a Majority Report guy. I don't know. I don't understand the like we're trying to make politics cool angle when it's a dry thing like canvassing. Like, yo, would you fuck a conservative? Like, it's. I know people don't quite get it. If you're like, no, like I'm being a sex positive dem and shit, but like you got this is the same shit that people complain about from the other side. He's like, yo, would you fuck a fucking hippie chick? Yeah, I'd fuck a hippie chick. Would you date a hippie chick? I don't know. She shaved her armpits, maybe. Oh, you're fucking nasty, dude. They don't use deodorant. Hey. Oh, I almost got. Hey, you. Listen, Fry Man. Oh, dude, I'm gonna get it back. I'm getting my Carl back. Listen here, Fry Man. Get away from my car. I can't fucking do it. But like them doing the Jubilee style shit, they do the other thing later. It's like, hey, walk to these different points and stuff. Like we have a drone, walk side to side, and we're gonna videotape it. I don't find the Jubilee panels to be much more than like popcorny. I would do one if they didn't require you. I looked it up because I saw Alec Gunter was done. I'm like, well, if they'll take him, they'll take me for sure. I feel like anybody could do this. And when I looked them up, the ones that were available was like judging dick sizes based on politics. I'm not even kidding. It was like, how big is your dick? Guessing game. I'm good on that. Thank you very much. But it's really just like popcorn fucking entertainment. It's about as like simplistic as it gets. You know, like, hey, can you guys state your issues and then get into the most milquetoast argument about them and not say too much? It's like, yeah. But you have to have a lot of personality for those too. And usually the best part about it is like the long form discussion. And it all happens in a set so that you don't have the outside going on, which we'll see is not going to be the case for them. But I don't quite get when you have like these kind of people in there doing like the Jubilee type stuff. It just, I don't understand the preference for it. If you have like a whole studio setup and people are expecting it, maybe. But also just, you kind of need way more of the not like you people too. I think that's the other aspect is that, you know, you have to have like 4 black Republicans, 4 white liberals having a conversation about voting rights. You know what I mean? You have to have that kind of like hard line, you know, okay, clearly there's differences between these individuals. Whereas with this one, you're like, you guys found a lot of cotton balls out here that are all fucking scuffed up from the makeup room. I see.
With you.
I'm a big fan of debates, so I might enjoy that actually.
SMJT, as an African born in America, Vosh falls into it's Zimbabwe, but Rhodesia was the ontologically better country back in the day. Vosh got snubbed by Jubilee once, that's why. I mean, they made the right choice there. There's a documentary on the Kentucky Cosmetology State Board being insanely corrupt. Oh, dude, corruption's wild in Kentucky, as with all conservative areas.
Might actually be a turn on.
I don't want to keep getting into debates, you know? It seems bad.
Okay.
I'd be pushing them to be more conservative, let's say.
If you don't want to get into debates, don't get in a relationship. My wife is not conservative as it gets, but like you're gonna get in debates. Just understand, if you get into a relationship, you're gonna be in debates. It's not gonna be about politics. People are like, oh, you date somebody who's like conservative? You date somebody who's like a lib, fucking lefty? Do you guys talk about that all the time? They're like, no. Either maybe they will get into super arguments about it, but usually it's like not the most important thing because the pressing issue isn't the election that's coming up. It's the fact that like you didn't fucking do the dishes. You said you were gonna do the dishes and you didn't fucking do them, right? It's not. It doesn't go to politics. It might end there for some people because they're like, this is me. I knew when you voted Bush in 2000 that you were a piece of shit. Oh, we're bringing up the votes. Oh, God damn it. But if you just understand this, being politically aligned with your spouse will not ever get you out of having debates with them and arguments and baffling pissy fights. It just happens. It's everybody. It's not like a unique thing. Everybody gets into fucking arguments.
I just want them to exist on an extreme.
Why?
Because it's more exciting.
Oh, this picture got tweeted. Disaster. I don't. What is this? What is this caption? I know this is a bad time to be seen in any context with Vosh, right? But let me just unequivocally address the allegations here, okay? AI-generated porn is not okay. Okay, AI-generated porn steals money from real porn artists.
It's stealing money from real human predators.
One thing I will say though is he did bring out like 200 people to canvass for a political candidate. That's real. Got crushed.
Oh my God. Ultra Instinct JREG over here just trying to be weird, but like, bro, you're fucking buried, man. You're buried. You got a bunch of VGGers out here. But they do have a fucking t-shirt everybody could have been wearing, but no one. We are Legion. Oh no. Oh no. JREG, you thought you were stand out doing Ultra Instinct JREG shit? We gotta look at this. This is
people to canvas.
What this lady right here is from fucking that one band.
From real human predators.
One thing I will say.
Look, there's an actual like vampire lady right here. We have a vampire lady with a big hat.
Bring out like 200 people to camp.
Look, that's fucking literal. JREG was so outmatched, bro. JREG was so outmatched. He's over here trying to fucking. JREG's trying to fight Ultra Instinct shit, trying to look like he's fucking hitting Super Saiyan 2. He's behind the We Are Legion guy, and he's about 17 people over from a literal vampire. You're outdone, bro. You fucking rocked, JREG. You didn't have what it took. You did not have what it takes. Normie motherfucker, usual guy, average Canadian JREG ass looking motherfucker. You shaving and shit before you go outside. JREG's over here trying to like, I'm gonna weird everybody out. This motherfucker showered and put on deodorant before he left. JREG's out here. I'm gonna fucking look like a serial killer instead of fucking lineup of actual serial killers. That's me in the Legion shirt. Fuck yeah, Glitchmaster. Holy shit, that's fucking hilarious though. It's funny because it's an anonymous reference in 2024. Who is it here? If you are in my chat and you're in this photo, fucking identify yourself. Because I'm going to tease you lightly. If you are the fucking vampire lady, I love you. Because there is nothing that says more I am a East Coast leftist than showing up to go door knocking in a center left middle-aged lib cuck area as dressed as a fucking vampire. Literally just going out as Boy George is fucking awesome. Hello, my lady. Are you interested in progressive politics? These are all New Yorkers too, probably. I love the thought that almost everybody here is paying like $2,500 a month for rent in like a 400 square foot fucking studio apartment.
Canvas for a political candidate. That's real. Got crushed, but you know that's real. I didn't like this though. I didn't like this at all. The vast got crushed, but you know that's real. I didn't.
Oh my God, JREG, check my profile if you want to see more. I posted one on OK Buddy Vouch or something. Follow me in JREG as a goat, I guess, with a Vosh as a horse. Oh man.
Didn't like this though. I didn't like this at all. The vast majority of people complaining about this from the left, because that was the first wave of people who were like noticing this picture. They were like, electoralism. Basically, the idea is that Jamal Bowman, despite being the most pro-Palestine candidate, is not pro-Palestine enough. And that electoralism is not the way to achieve your political goals. And the actual way to do it is to firebomb a McDonald's and then not actually firebomb a McDonald's. As this picture circulated, eventually 4chan picked up on it. And then some people started to key in on what I was doing here.
Endorse Jamal Bowman.
We also did a Jubilee knockoff called Spectrum that they posted to their channel, and I was heavily censored.
I know why they call it because it's a political spectrum shit, but just Spectrum is crazy. Like a little fucking 12-year-old autistic kid is walking by and he says, "Oh, Spectrum? I know." "Oh, Spectrum? I get it." Of course you are. Oh my god, dude. Putting the word spectrum above 7 adults who are all clearly look like they're all up to date on the latest Among Us jokes in 2024.
But I kind of expected that would happen because I was saying like insane shit. So I tried to be as ridiculous on camera as possible. So here's like Vosh yapping, and I'm just kind of...
Here's the thing, but it's Spectrum, bro. Everybody just thinks you're stimming. Everyone just thinks JREG's back here like one of the band, bro. Fucking... They're like, oh, look, hey, this JREG guy's in the back of this photograph, like... And then if you cut the fucking camera over to the crowd that's watching this going on, there's a bunch of people that are just like some dude's just like stimming like fucking crazy. Everybody's just keeping beats out. They all just like 20 people from Vosh's general audience see JREG fucking stimming, and then they're all just like, it's like a completely musicless fucking silent disco. The collar that goes side to side is fucking awesome. But I mean, you're trying to look disheveled, but you're behind fucking Capitan Blofeld of the fucking South African First Legion, bro. You can't look crazier than a guy who's one safari hat away from being like a war criminal. You know what I mean?
NPC twisting around in the background. The first thing you'll notice is I took the most extreme possible stance on every single question they asked me. And before every question they asked, I flipped a coin in my head and I went to that most extreme side, and then I justified it afterwards.
Privacy is more important than national security when it comes to data collection.
Never need that right to be treaded on in order to be more secure as a country.
I'm pro-treading. I think privacy is kind of like free speech in a way. You know, we're all okay with our own privacy, but we're happy when our political opponents, their privacy is used against them. So I think you just, let's make the field even, and everyone gets oppressed.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. Fucking, he's trying to look disheveled. JREG's kind of got it, bro. Like, he showed up fit as fuck in a fitting wife beater. His belt is like, he's wearing a belt, first off. I don't know who this individual thought. I don't know who JREG thought he was. Showing up to the VGG event wearing a belt. Those motherfuckers around other leftists with pants that fit. The wife beater is what got him. He's looking. He's got that Jesus Christ otter body type figure. Okay, he really looks like he is showing off for one of the most notable Jews of all time, Mr. 2 Sticks and 2 Nails himself. 2 sticks and 3 nails himself. Old fucking JC. He's got that JC build. All right, and then he's like, I'm trying to look crazy as fuck dancing back here, motherfucker. You're doing the Creed. Bro's got his fucking whole. He's like, with arms wide open, ass fucking fit. You gotta go somewhere else with this actually matching fit, normal haircut, clean shaven, looking like you fucking got a shower today. You fucked up. Drake showed up looking like. Drake showed up looking like the most normal person at the fucking VGG meetup. Like, what the fuck is going on here? So funny as shit, bro.
I watched Minority Report. I was
Drake
like,
looks like he watches
that's
Deuces
the only,
Wild, the old
substantive
show.
question they kept from me, I think. And even then, they took out the part where I started stomping on the ground and saying, "This is me treading."
So I'll tell you what was cut out of this video, line by line, I guess, or what I would have said if I wasn't that part of the video.
Dennis Reynolds looks the fucking. Dennis Reynolds, the fucking. What are you gonna do, Dennis? Are you gonna get involved in politics? I'm gonna go to a online meetup of like-minded individuals. Yeah. Who's gonna have you? Who wants to hear your political opinions? Yeah, Dennis. Who wants to hear your political opinions? I have a lot of people. I'm gonna be meeting them. I'm going to New York City. And Dennis goes to VGG. It would be a lot of him going around. So, I need to ask you something. We've gotten off on a crazy foot here, okay? I get that you want to talk about all of these political things that you're interested in, but let me ask you this. I know there's a secret question. They told me there's a secret question. There's a secret question, and I want you to answer it. The Jewish question. I'm here to know the secrets of it. You can't go around asking people the Jewish question, Dennis. I can, and I will. I will, because I need to know. It's not, there is no answer. The answer is you kill all the Jewish people. Don't ask people that question. That can't be the answer. I read a book that didn't seem like it was the answer. Everybody knows. Did you read my book? Oh yeah, no, that's the Jewish question. Where's the best bagel? On the east side of Chicago. That's the Jewish question. That is not the Jewish question, Frank. Stop interrupting. It is. I wrote it in my book. I put it in there, the Jewish question. The just question I always ask every Jewish guy I ever come across. Where is the best bagel place on the west side of Chicago? What do you think it is? CD? Frank knows. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Number one, police are working class.
Police are almost always on the other side of any working class movement.
Yeah, so unions are bad. They don't work. But I think cops should get a union, because that's like the best way to, get back at them. They have to pay their union dues.
It is too late to fix climate change.
I ran as far agree as I possibly could here, because it's over and stuff.
It's over.
The purpose of protest is to disrupt.
Yeah, I mean that one was pretty easy. I'm like pro extremism. Obviously, I want the protest to be as disruptive and destructive as possible.
Descendants of American slaves deserve reparations.
I agreed with this one to stoke racial tension.
You coward, Dreg. You coward. You could have done it. You could have fucking done it. You should have. He didn't have the balls for it. He chickened out. I'm calling you out, Dreg. You chickened out. You could do all the other ones, but you couldn't. You couldn't fucking go against reparations, could you? You tried to out-weird him, but you didn't have it in you. You didn't have that last little fucking bit coming out against reparations on camera. Sacha Baron Cohen would have done it. Sacha Baron Cohen would have had his character saying the fucking hard R N-word over on that left lane, and he would have done it for comedy, okay? To make you understand how you're a racist. Not him.
UBI is a good policy to pursue.
In order to properly stoke the racial tension, it has to be a specific minority group that gets it and not everybody, so that's why I always disagree there.
Okay, so while I was door knocking, I never got to meet Jamal because Jamal was busy with a cringe fest of his own.
Damn, New York Post lit him up.
I was door knocking while he was doing this with AOC and Bernie. And then pro-Palestine.
I gotta watch that at some point because I still don't understand what Jamal Bowman was doing. Fucking. My man just up here shaking a chair. I from what I understand, there's like next to nobody in that crowd too. He was just hanging out in like the wrong part of town, i.e. the part that was already going to be voting for him, like, and doing a campaign event with other people who had way more to gain from being there and almost nothing to lose. And a lot of that's like kind of chalked up to why he fucking took an L on this. But it's very funny that the candidate didn't show up because he had to go on stage and sing. So he had to go on stage and do karaoke. It's fucking hilarious. It's a very energetic. You had a good show. That was like your last big moment on stage for Jamal Bowman. Was that fucking election, you know?
Stein supporters came and crashed this rally. So, explain to me why anyone would do electoral politics, please, right now. Can anyone explain this to me? Why would you sacrifice your time and energy to do something that's just going to get complained about by the vast majority of people? Your political enemies, but also your political allies. It doesn't make any sense. Seems like a lot of work, basically. Door knocking was hard, too. I don't like door knocking. It's like you spend a lot of time just trying to change like 5 people's minds.
The man benches 405 for reps. He can do what he wants. It's true. He can do anything he wants except for win re-election. Against his getting primaried. Goddamn. I made it. I'm Blake Feldhouse, by the way. I just updated my YouTube tag. Well, thank you for telling me that. I was worried that had not happened.
And since like, what was that all
gonna
for?
say
To be fair
something,
though,
I
I'm
can't
also
remember what it
really
was,
bad
though.
at door knocking, and I straight. Okay, this is not a joke. I don't know anything about Jamal Bowman. I never learned. So when like a boomer answers the door and is like, "Who's Jamal Bowman?" I literally just tell them like, "Hey, do you hate Israel?" And for some reason, that doesn't work. That doesn't work on like 50-year-old people. I don't know why. So how did all this end? Well, let's just say that the left and the right teamed up and destroyed Zog. The crackers were defeated and Zog was destroyed. Streamers and YouTubers, I'm just kidding. He obviously lost really badly. But remember, kids, that was Israel. Anything that bad that happens is Israel's fault somehow. I think I did this because the internet encourages you not to do like politics, like actual politics. It encourages you to complain about people doing actual politics on Twitter. Encourages you to look at your screen, consume different kinds of content. That has been, in my experience as someone who's been trying to figure out this politics stuff for like 5 years, the only noticeable, tangible effect of politics is just what I get fed on my computer screen, on my phone. And yeah, I think eventually that'll result in, I don't know, civil war or something, and that's a good thing. So none of this exactly pilled me on electoral politics, but I do have a newfound respect for the people that do things, that actually go out and try to make a difference with whatever of real they have instead of being just on social media. Does electoralism change anything? I'm drag on the internet, okay? I'm not going to be able to answer that question. And look, let me say this again. I know I went pretty hard on Zog in this video, but Israel, You and me here, buddy. I need money. So if you want to fly me out, I will say anything. Give me the Zog money, fly me out. I will say anything. I don't care. I have a funny feeling this video is not monetized, so you know. I'm selling JREG coin. I haven't taken any sponsorships on this channel in a really long time because I like selling my own stuff. I also have an ad for my brother Cloy, so now that runs. This video would have been way more annoying to make if it weren't for PasteKit. PasteKit is a Mac application that lets you copy and paste media into basically anything. You can copy paste audio. You can copy paste images. You can copy paste video. It's easy and it shaves a lot of time off the part of my job I hate the most, editing. Normally when you're trying to put a sound file or an image in your video editor, but just not super useful for anyone using Mac.
Go and use copy paste and make sure that you are doing it without paying any attention whatsoever to the legality of what you're copying and pasting. Just do that. Okay. Thank you very much, JREG, a guy on the internet, a JREG on the internet. That shit is fucking hilarious, and I loved it. I loved every second of that. Fuck. So for anybody that doesn't understand, JREG is like, I guess, an irony-pilled kind of like none such guy, right? His entire thing is sort of just being like a troll. And I think that that's supposed to be pretty obvious. Do I agree with the political statements he made? No. Did he make any political statements that I think he gives a shit about? Also, no. Should JREG be directly connected to your campaign of any sort, right? Left, centrist, or otherwise? No, probably not. And it's very funny that PV fucked up so fucking bad that he came there and did a piss take, and it's even fucking funnier that the VGG subsection of Progressive Victory was so off kilter and weirdly constructed that they out weirded a guy who was trying to Sacha Baron Cohen them. It's mostly funny that he got that close and did a piss take over the whole fucking thing. Some of his comments earlier were pretty fucking funny. And calling out the like weirdly comfortable with anti-Semitic nature of the post Jamal Bowman, or even I guess pre Jamal Bowman, primary election, anti-Semitic cope posting and talking points was very funny to me. Very funny. He's the only person that agrees with me, I guess, that I've heard talk about this kind of publicly so far has been JREG, which maybe puts me on the wrong side of history. I don't know. I guess I am also an anti-centrist. But it was a 10 out of 10 video. I'm surprised it took him this long to make. I think maybe he forgot about it or didn't care, because this was 15 minutes and it seems like it could be something you could throw together in a weekend. But maybe he was letting it cook for a bit. Maybe he got one of those Alec Gunter emails, which is like, respond in 5 days or I'm going to drop this. And he went, I'm going to drop it instead. All right, I'm going to get your ass. Very fucking funny. Very, 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 very fucking funny. I enjoyed the shit out of it. Was it a second watch for me? Yes. Technically, probably like a fifth or a sixth watch, because I rewound a number of times last night to fucking laugh at the goddamn visuals. I am now a JREG fan. I support JREG. I think JREG should do more political content, by which I mean don't do any political content at all and bother people who I would disagree with or agree with. I don't even care. I think that's a good stress test for how competent your movement is. If I had to have JREG show up trying to infiltrate or Matt Walsh, I'll take JREG. I will take JREG any day, because at least the content's going to be good. Fuck, that was fucking funny.